January 31st no minya 1.5 million US dollars.
Chairman Wontumi aye money laundering. Chairman Wontumi aye fraud. Na Chairman Wontumi aye ni bibi aye bone fo sama.
Sa de ko. Akokopim say omugu madwuma.
Wow. I said Chairman yegu adwuma de na se nyame amama nka betimi awu.
Ade asem na waka.
Enko ba bia.
Yensomoyfo nyina kwaba ebiem emra dwumadie so Chairman Wontumi ena fe iyo konsensem akofo nsem bebre ena ba oman Ghana mu a enkomodie ekoso baran ense ade chi ade sabia no Chairman Wontumi cases no kwa na ekoso ba quick one abusua pani kofu so aduomi atnase a eba be domusu kona fe info bi o bia no yere abre i4 ense minority no ekotena form ewo yokofo office akofo nsem bebre abaze se meka no se MPP fo nyina no wo se wo mo ne yokofo no ene his excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na ban enya ensem no basa no ense uni common found the quick one iyenwa mu
wonim ma menchi ayahwefo nyina na de ba kwa arehuni se wo social ni media no so a omo kotratra menka se omo bombom fam ho no no sa akora ya je ne nsem to na osu no de dodo na bisa no se henefo na to abade ma sa ankrofo wi timi so mi bisa se ndi social media mo nti obi anto aba omu bi anto aba mfa ma ankrofo wi
o se ho mo na to abade nkrofo be
sa minority afinyo markings ne nkrofo a ombombom fam ho sa
okay o chese na monfo bisa se ho mo na to aba ma omo mo kotena parliament
mo ko sa ankrofo so mo ko parliament enko represent wo social media no aye the whole Ghana na say the whole world ni nyina use etina mi bisa mo say enti wo mo comment wa ha nyina obi anto aba mfa masa ankrofo de ne hinefo na to aba de ma wo mo a wo mu bisa sa questions we
abusua se unse omo MPP ena Chairman Wontumi so na original chairman e wa Shanti region Chairman Wontumi so e financier e wo NPP enti abonne na Chairman Wontumi ho akadwa mu a e wo so mo ye diom betimi bia de ni yini free mu
enti ordinary MPP supporter what choko what body what aye bantama a wono nso akodi bone said it has been alleged that Chairman Wontumi adi bone enu nti ne neye yokofo adi teni no a ene wo makwoche no wotoko anase wo makwoche no wo bantama na okodem no afenyo markings mo so kwa akotena form e de amasa ordinary aye MPP supporter na na
ni asem
Chairman Wontumi aye financier fine ordinary MPP supporter no so de ni moja na kra no defending near many kwaso defending the atrocity, the criminality, the corruption, and the useless government policies. Our de buy no what GHM defend ne what will be bought there by Kwaya China Tumunu. Eti ene some minority for no basa cause prison no matter could defend this MPP supporter na. So who could defend this ordinary MPP supporter there? And any defending Chairman Wontumi is useless.
abusua say
se wonko na wonko defend ordinary MPP supporter akote body baako amen na ye jeli no na monko tena form e wo prison ho na mo tena form de ama Chairman Wontumi a e useless e senseless
obi beka se de nko na Chairman Wontumi okay e say yase ni cases no me mfa ne se yase why fraud afen so money laundering any cases bebre but I say na obewura ho no ose ayefo ani nkwade bi so onse enye MPP omo MP na obi kokunu no
ai
eno no omo tena form ana
dabi
omo tena form say omo pay justice e dey amasa papa
maintain that
but then na Chairman Wontumi omo tena form ma Chairman Wontumi
ai say ye nyatwom ay hypocrisy ay sabia kroto you scratch my back I scratch your back Chairman Wontumi ay money laundering Chairman Wontumi aye fraud na Chairman Wontumi aye ni bibi aye bone fo sama e benefit wo mo gugu fo mo no ja enunti no hu se and the appear could be oka ho
e benefit MPP for no
a benefit MPP for and the current minister be for minorities no enunti no wo ko ye wo makotena fom no
uchi mu say
me kire mu se sikadie bi bam na obi afa kwambone so de sika hu dwa na obi atufo magudie asai wo man nsase amanipa famu owu enipa nya aduane ni aba ho kira ba na se wanya mfaso wo mu a wonye se nkura se sebe no minority ni yeye no ji so benefit enu di na no ehu ho afenyo markings obom fom na mama Patricia Piaje oba panyimu a woko 70 years ni miniskirt esona ha esona ha mami ni miniskirt a wode te ho no esona ha sei an wode te ho no mo an wote akonya so na papa no mutirimu dwene ni mutirimu nyina fufufu dwene wo mo bombom fom sa kwada ya je ne nsam to disgrace
obi beka se ase omo sense so criminality so
yeah wo mo so bonfo sam enfo bonfo sam so edinti ne yanchi Wontumi na atai de wonam
abusuan se
edinti na Wontumi yenya no na atai de wonam wo bra na best mani temi edintra
de na Wontumi aye
meptie we deputy attorney general justice sign was say suspect Bernard Enchibos Yako aka Chairman Wontumi is under investigation for various criminal offenses including fraud, causing financial loss to the state, and money laundering. The criminal investigation is running currently with asset recovery processes to prevent further dissipation of what law enforcement agencies strongly suspect to be proceed of crime. The suspect is also under a second strand of investigations, which is part of a larger international organized crime scheme. The Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, is assiduously working with our international law enforcement partners on the second trend of criminal investigations. Eti die Chairman Wontumi bone for sama waye no. Na yenwuram na yenhwade ebia na me maami bia wotie papa bia wotie mie. Ede ne money laundry. Na yensua de ne yewu die Chairman Wontumi a medical ka say apart from say ye de sa akọdu we kura bono ma wema mi hu defamation wo. And I am ya say attorney general woman for defamation and fan kasa bone for sama Chairman Wontumi edi no. Cause obitimi tena se no ka say o vice president ne rege se bai for so obi ade ne ko bokro no. Why bai for Mahama ni maid ada nana ne yere ko dwom o koto bode ne banche kura na wo ba obepie no na Mahama di ni maid. Now to was attorney general. Okay. Now to one must say we na Wontumi first defamation state we kan wa.
So end yenhwe e bia after we no omo de no so beba.
No say we no deputy attorney general. Aban lawyer panyina be de akire. And what this akọdu we ba. Say no omo de abo Chairman Wontumi. Enti na me expect so omo de side defamation no ebeka ho. Because san sama Chairman Wontumi keka ye no no. Nyensanim say John Dramani so a whole vice president. Sometimes ebeka say no oye running mate there. But so we maami ni pedigree ni bra wo no awabre no ho. Esua na de aye professor. I want to do my war. Now, so we're in a rig. I ran a nimua was a bay for ne honam ni pediat, obi, I didn't cock chronobo. I feel John Dramani Mama, and in the media. Nina say, na former first lady, Lord Namama, Akojum, Kodija, or Crabo, the other bancha, Waba would do honor, and who say, John Dramani Mama, former president, or didn't made. Just say, who got no radio no so. No one can say Muno can quite some say and some Indian side. Na the Amian say, what's the sign in Central Phobina? Won't watch us at and Popono. No more say, no more man morale, unnecessary morale. But Chairman Swagin wolf for Munintino, a person and a refin home, none enough was say can more. But I was having the Timmy and Mr. Obesiano.
I can't some say, and on a political. I was near Quack to Abba. Do you know, can't say a good John Dramani Mahama Wufi, and whatever I can afford to Abba.
Kotuaba will be enemy. Ya Kotuaba will be a madam. Ya Kotua Benti as someone wouldn't in a so. Na any kwasa wo kan di gu obi hu fi no ka fa gu no hu fi ade na wo to de ma international aye community no se wo man panyini ne wo man panyini no wo ko fa ni mate abra na yiri kodwom ade na wo to de ma international community enti same no say money laundry o say fraud o say illegal mining no enkura de me de nyame causing financial loss to the state ni enyame case yanka meme hwa ni so betumi adi kan no mo didi ama me no sa defamation we
no beba
yame papa
ebeba insure ebeba
because say yam first Chairman Wontumi anye scapegoat ebekusua mankrofo bedi nkwasiasem agimi saa wo man mu a especially wo mo free say wo mo nyu mu sika enu nti no wo mo mu obi amfo obi anya hwe no this is the time it manage Ibrahim Mahama ho pa na nse wo ya ade bi wudi nsemuna na aba court no abechirem simple ko obi bra wa bra no anya ne bi no ntimi megu no fi eti na chama wontumi pa gasa mete yi metena se na meka de enimu ne onyeye ade fa ne ho a obara maka nsa atra na debi bebia wo bo na bra bo woduru nyame na mebeta me benyunu no eti wo ka sama make sure say what you are saying no ewom ennei no de ka ho ne say international be ka yakura wo hu enne no angwanya Ghana nkwa yoko wo mo ne ada ayi edili a wo mo gi information
na de na Ghana for so mo ntia se e wo chama wontumi ye adwuma ense oye mining oye legal mining barade na chama wontumi ase ne nsem ne charges yi fraud ka ho ena afi so de bi money laundering obisi ase nsem ne munshara na ho
chama wontumi no contractor wuti kroma na no me ka che se abetodwa it was alleged say even that the lumba cry man kwan say wonye ne wonsuta ho jumtini that the lumba it was alleged previous government said no ya man kwan say wonye e wonsuta ho ma wo yi kwan jumtini lumba wadane contractor it was alleged betodwa wo krom hanmo eti chama wontumi bedane contractor chama wontumi bedane farmer chama wontumi be ye road contractor chama wontumi be ye everything and that's what the reason na kwakufa wontumi mo chama wontumi chemso no because and then no hold MPP as on one remote DBA TV baby open no chim to and ka enkoba say a whole flag bearer so wo be yi obi a omabo na chidom no nya no running meter na chama wontumi ti Ashanti region say on pem na po na mum opedutum and it went to the stand say wo mo ko chama wontumi na so no omo ne ko kasa ye pa achew e bai e ma yenyira ye hu
but so nim fraud
what is fraud yenhwe ebia na me brofo na enye yenche kini sesi a na yenko na yenwu ade ne kan say bibi aye
enwanwa se ho chama wontumi ye se wa fraud
ade na chama wontumi de wontumi nya fraud
da bi se obi ono ye na dwuma ode ne nsa na ye dwuma
enti chama wontumi bro fraud so anasa fraud na bro chama wontumi so enye wo mo do mo nsa ye adwuma no ene wo mo bakro no na wan na ka jo say atayi wo ko wode ne se ene ko wi ade atayi ne nsa ene wode ko bakro no was fraud enie was wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. Wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. But so was a person or thing intended to deceive others, typically by unjustifiably claiming or being credited with accomplishment or qualities. The work and the chef fraud in any or patch yourself, offer kwambone so. Na wada de nipa. Na wo ye wadwene wabo wadwene po. Se obemma obenyam fasuo bi e wo sikam. Na afe no wawie sika no kwambone so. Na wo wie je no no, wo de akwa akoto e kwampapa mu na wo hyeda abo apasa ye wo de a. Eno no fraud. And wo bia even pastors o me ye fraud was all them. My company for prophet here, deacon and deaconesses, they are involved. Etinye chema wontumi onye nyankopon morning devotion you na ne ye wo heaven. Enu na so da no pa no ko bo nyankopon prum se papa so ne mompa enye interebe ntaraba. Chema wontumi onye more than fraud. It as a aba said ya beto dwana just sai a wono eye deputy attorney general de we abeto a who mama ai
zanye hyenhyem nyina na eska o
who mama ai enti na meche se utipupu a obi di
basa chama wontumi si o woskase ne Ibrahim Mahama
no obi anu akoto eye chese de Ibrahim Mahama yonko no ye bi sen senti wo woskase Mahama so hwan na Ibrahim Mahama o se obi a wo woskase Ibrahim Mahama bisa won se 500 billion aden wo muntimi fanko. The question M0ney say 500 billion de wo betimi enye hu no mo de akọ but who said the koyo ko my yes bisa say fine onya de free sir I'm telling you and that is the problem and MPP ntimi raise the amount of money
and unto no wontimi fanko
I am telling you chairman wontimi emfa ne nsanto ni momu so na ne mfo so crowd media da so
but no say the bank account nyina o do mo sa so
chairman wontimi mo de ne nsa ato chairman wontimi yere no mo account so minim say em say da bless wo yinu mienu asem yensa wo mo de nsa ato ne yere no account so what da what is the ma account ya den sato so and politician bia no wa ye kromfo no ayina jo so bebi o mana bo man atimu po bonia 7 we na first kan she ho ne yerenom ne manom wo mu bia account in the name of omo me nka sa chema huntumi ayo enti wo mu mfa wo mu santo sankrofo we account so raising that amount of money no even that micro minority minority no abo mo ho no afina markings dey anymore they can raise that amount of money but raising afabra na bisa fine no nya de fie
na say I don't know a plan work but almost sika no so no do
and so sika dia soma mimi no mienu aye no ye bebransa na yetimi anya sa sika wei ebi ya yewudam nyina ye nya na ye de awu na ye de akọ but wo mo de da kru pese obenya
enti chama Wontumi be yi sika no to wa pese oh sika we na ye de bebeli chama Wontumi
another charge come and explain
unya sika no we
you go explain tire a fine no nya sa 500 million na wo de abase amfa mebeli wo no ene wo no ne ene wo bombom fom se nkwada no
but yen hwa de ense wodi hu nkomo but yen sani hu nkomo biem eniema minority no ye eniema MPP for no ye no unu se ne kwaso ano
enti na me ka cho se other supporter wote asokwa bantama twoko mamobi ene wakoti obi board akowia obi funti ye so nko dem 5 years ye hu minority for ba ye se chama Wontumi nso awia wo man no abo man ne ka eno nti ya che no panyimfo mutru mu afufufu dwene makotena tena fom so ordinary MPP supporter ndi onye nipa ba Wontumi ye nipa che wo mo
am say John Dramani Mahama I say the second coming aye prosecution
na for ne share no say ye mpesa ne ntem hunu na obedi ne first coming no father for all no bia o sa o kase father for all na na monkra mo ntiase aja wo ye aja de ma obi a o make sure say wo ba no oni nsem hunu
Ghana for na mo say sane ma wenko
ye per this type of president ye per this kind of character ye mpena e na eja no de wagimi ye no mamra ni nyimi de watwe nyansan mamra no mfa no ho nkon ba bi enti se wo wia ne sikodua komo abro ne ya mouse kan wanti na afiri akoto no so na mo eren planting for food and jobs and na say ma Wontumi the 10 million as I say on van kodua bro no antimi andua de ono ko fa board de 1 trade ade ko si akra se Ghana fo nyina be di no ma planting for food no sa papa no ona mo eren asemo sometimes said ye bi no kan ye beti asesa said ye na no me kra me kan ye ntimi nti wo mu nyina advance by force one with immediate effect a process but wo nya fast this incrofo we nyina wo so mo ba no be answer Sputnik V owura kwakwa agima menu ono no beka chese Ghana fo mfa nche no ebra no ko dis yes Sputnik V ano no wo janeti wo fie enti san incrofo no wo mo ye de wo enti ne bi no keka ai ana Collins Dauda nom ana Sedu Agongo nom aban ba e waja wo mo ye mu bi nanke yemfo aso
se ne wodi kan
na ye hwe entendra me sa wo bom bie no nanke ye resen ka bia nka aban ne ba ye no nka bi obeto aso na hwe mra na court om so obaja but aban ne ba wo so wo hu nyanse wo mu waban 8 years wontimi anya expect 5 months on enkoche no sa no waban so ba na chema Wontumi o mu din se dem di ka kai no o mu din se mu na o mu so waban o mu be ja chema Wontumi enti ye nei ne wo send this ye prosecuted this kind of people
abusha answer ye program na no many twa story bi so me pese ye kokko video we ba chama Wontumi ene kwakuma no di nkomo bi na san komo no wo se we se ne se chama Wontumi e fraud why money laundry causing financial loss to the state but how soon am entiase no causing chama Wontumi se abusha wan she da nya government appointee bia
the writer enwu nya se wote we ye bebo odin se kwakue wo no wo ye finance minister wo ye education minister wo ye DC wo ye MC and san what me cause financial loss to the state se aban no mu nipa bi ana o my Ghana di jimade bi hye won sase ordinary aya brighter wo ye cameraman ye ya de bra na betwa na wo kona se de osi be ye no anye ne ya ultimate cause financial loss to the state enti anya se ma wo di bere nko a enti mo bi nga na chama Wontumi na wanya eye minister na wanya cabinet minister na wanya DC wo mo kasa ansem ni nyina ya sabe wo mo madwen no ai sa tentewu e ja so ma wo mbe se wo ma IQ unity say e wo form na oni ma de ba ko mani age before say wo be ko wo nsem no so no enne me hu MPP fo anyansa ne adwene wo mu tirimu no wo mo support this call ko social media na kore wo se ye pese mampanye cheche akromfo no Chema Wontumi e diska no ye konfo mo nche no mfa no nko we will never go and support and discerning Ghanaians on video bi etwagu sa ebinum say omo mu di ka ko first day Chema Wontumi no ye ma wo musika so mo nko ye dede and abrante ba ko kan say join news also so one day oba so obagini sika na onya asesenti oba so obepe yeah kone go video na trend no enti ya seda na yakofa nkurasefo bia wo de wo anya sika ni but kakra de beto ri ani cocaine anomo ni nti na say MPP it was on record by election wojo so wan se na achitafo na yaka say envelope sika shem na ri sa aka ho nyem na mbeka
yenko tie san komo ne mra because san komo no ase confirm asem bi se money laundry ene fraud ne sa niema no no kre but then min kwa min timintie to de unsu tie bi bra ekoba minim se nyina be cheche
million
enie America wo ko PMMC enie
ti chama wada kura ne sika bo opunu
oh me se me de shovel na call ye enti me ba me pese me kyerɛw ade me pese me kyerɛw we 27 February
okay
27 February me boa
2013
2027 wo boa it free 25 me ba ye me boa and say 1.7 million US dollars.
Wow. And you better.
That be you so. Where that be January 31st. What you say? January because we be free January. And what February, until January 31st, no, mean 1.5 million US dollars.
1.5
million US dollars.
Yes, we'll be better America some years.
America, America,
yeah, on firm free one farmer.
What I say? What we say February 6, say free 31st, and the other 6. I know you say
one say
1, me find say 1.1, nearly 1.1.
Yeah.
What I say million US dollars.
Wow.
Oh, cameraman no cry it is. I had ding fifret no. What I say? Aggressive. I don't know what you say.
Aggressive as a Moscow can time and hey, daddy never to.
Uti.
You be trusting you my best you can say.
Simi.
They say you be
Simi. Adi asem na wokai.
Enkoba bia.
Adi asem na wokai.
Enkoba bia.
Adi asem na wokai. Enti wohwe we so a.
Wow.
What I say? Ano so a kyerɛw.
Wow. Ni na amount sika. Day.
A day. A kyerɛw day no the date no. E the amount. Enti bia wo the amount ya yi bia no. Copy MMC na kokɔ check. And I will prove to you, say me chichemu ye say every day I will make 1 million US dollars. What I say? Enti no, sir, you. Wait, on say 31st na buy. I feel 2nd January na ba.
Yeah.
On say I feel 2nd January na ba. I know you say 800, nearly 900.
Wow.
Enti se yepese yakomu a yebekɔ saa ma wahu what I say am wahu 1.1 what I say
yes
yebekɔ mebie saa ma wahu on say we ne afi ne yes January there what I say saa
de kɔ
akɔkɔpem sɛ omugu madwuma
wow I say chama yegu adwuma de na sɛ nyame amama nka betimi awu That's
Kwaku.
Nyame ampata wo betimi awu. We kura people we kura betimi akun.
Kwaku.
That's nyame amamu a. Tama wo adwuma no gu ya wo nim se de bia no over billions and e to account ma sa billions ne stop no.
Kwaku.
On hwe be kase wo wie ya no.
Kwaku.
Okay,
The writer.
that's Chama Wontumi for you.
Why ne Chama Wontumi advices? Me question di campus mbisa no.
Asemo.
Ahenfo ne Chama Wontumi ne futufo.
Oh.
Na ahenfo nso na ya anti Chama Wontumi ne yere no mo ne wonom nete ana. I am telling you with a fact. My wife will never let me do this. Say me better social media so. Na ye mpo ya adwuma ya ye sika fien. Na me de abeto dwa. Say da bia say na minya. Da bia she will never allow me. Musu na wo interview Nyankopon na ba se wo be interview mbisa me saasem na o ma me nka da na me kan da na obeja me
na se sa ne ma we nyina betimi ama mpanifo ayehwemu
yes esie man ho kwan ya chama wontumi wono na ama ho kwan tie ne bibia be wuram bi
nti within a day $1 million
$1 million ana wunya within a day adwuma ben na chama wontumi ye no Ghana ha gold akwan papa no offer so wutu ana company ni ye Precious Minerals Company Limited enti gold no mo fo kwan papa so na na koton wana
o se ne no mo atimi koton ma de
ani me de masem bisa na mbisa no mo fo kwan papa so na koton wana now how do we know say e kan wo bi na no man ni ebere
asem
and no one say you tintim gold board no bi no monte ase ani e de akwada na ate ano ne yanke kofa wona na wo na ogu aye awiam ne kofa nbe hata no no yankofa no nkoda gold board ano ana yanko train station yankofa mpanyimfo no mutwi train bi na yankoda gold board ano enei won kwan ya won fa so won ba ya gold hu dwadie nyina won hwe no won ye ntotoye ane wo abetwe fam ye chi unti no etimi mo men sikasam eja ne naso ne ngakra nkra ne ma ekoyie so chema untumi we dey declare emium se wudwuma wo dwo no ane kwanya afa so wonya osika no enye kwa papa so
asemo
ene se the money laundry abawa wenum nyina ba be kirem kwanya na afa so na wutumi nya sa $1 million a day no we nyina sabi obi a wan ko school nanso na dwen na place well e woni tirim no empo we no ya o ma me ka da
dabi on kada
won ka da but am untumi am say ai me ne kinkon oga the governor of Ashanti region me na mampanyini ba Ashanti region national security kura be pa me chewo sa mampanyini bentimi mie kwa manmra entimi nkotena radio so ni TV so ene camera nim na ya dia bloggers ne vloggers ne ya betena wonim na se hu se wadwe nya adwuma sa ya be mo exhibit o
ene obi ka se nti within a day obi timi nya $1 million ne ache no ne so mfa 500 billion mra wo kogina so wonte ase wo na sabi hu fin same wo sori ye die wudie kura den man wo na bombom fom wo kwa yo ya tade ama $1 billion a day wo no akofa tai ko se de ama $1 million a day enne wono a strong member of MPP ani ade a simple enne se ko ba se chema wontumi wo mo de ne ko jela I'm telling you any one presence for na ko da ba kum da any one na ko da ba kum da but wo okwasea wo ko se tai no ya chiw sesi a wasam mo bo wo kura de within 1 minute ye bedu asam awie ba chema wontumi anya hwe be ko back and front sa na eche but wo mo bro ye bedu asam within 1 week but ya nwene ye ho na nya hia forma na ye nwene ye ho ye wie nti wo se chama wontumi se ye nya ne dai
chema wontumi mesra ode amra ne tie nie wotumi detain obi but amro 24 hours said the amra ne kan no ene mpo obi a ese akoche nse wo kum nipa mpo no kra no wo ho kwan se itimi man bill enti irokofo maya de moye bi ene nkwarie ye no de mo won se ida se mo be man bill no ana se mo de be court mo ko kire court senti a chema wontumi ni kwa se ne mo sa ama ne kofi enti mesre wo mra mu no mo mfa mra nse wo mo nsa mo nya ni hane ye nyina ye pese mra ye adwuma no obi a wobu o ma na fa so bia mra ne di bare ye besre o mo mfa mra kwa so se ne wo mo so ma che no ma ne nko no mo ko adu we dia e de na dada ma na se de na twen so anti o mo mfa ne nkokot o mo mfa ne nkokot ani manim ya o bu firi se wo mu ni ko adu bia so o mu nya cheman na cheman ko gina ho me no mo so yare simple
ensebo ya ho na empanimfo ahodo adidi nkomo edi afaunti abusha yenko na yenko tiebi
yoko beli ya wonom di atuwei wa ye adwuma wo panyin na wo ye bambofo nimdifo yi ebi se che omo che no kura anya ne kwanso a asi yi sini no Rambo Star mi so be ka se Rambo Star ne de but omo se Rambo Star e na afa ebe no nso omaye no kuntan mpese wo de be ma no saa na ka yoko fu adwuma ti ya na se we di omaye ama na bro so
Auntie Mami, this are one by one. Now you call one by one for public education.
Okay, no Rambo style. Onye ni pan hu.
No, I make besides say rabbit show Rambo style na your word definition when to me aka. Or try you better sorry no be akofa Busili aba and I say Jackie Chan. Then this was the Yako school. But normally say you pese ye chew and I say you pese ye search premises. Best practice and as a standard procedure and say yetimi chill with warrant and I say without warrant.
Okay.
Now say your babe chill and I say your babe chill without warrant and I just say we are coming on the certificate of emergency. But as part of best practice and due diligence, it is always best to say the search warrant beba and I say the arrest warrant beba.
Okay.
So the arrest warrant by your be 4. First one, we will announce ourselves. Second, we will identify why we are there. 3, we will introduce ourselves. And 4, we will tell you the crimes for which we are arresting you. Then 5, where we are taking you to, we will let you know. The reason being that you have to be in our presence before the charges are read to you. So we'll tell you why we are taking you to where we are taking you. Then we'll also let your lawyers come. Because, Mami, remember, if prosecution is on the line, then the Attorney General becomes the number 1 law enforcement officer in this country or the number 1 prosecutor in this country. Now, so prosecution, because we are in democracy, everyone is entitled to a legal representation. And it's a lawyer. The state is obliged to give you a lawyer. And now your country say we are taking you to Yoko, we are taking you to the BNL, we are taking you to the police so that your lawyer and your family members can come. In the case of Wontumi, all these things were said to him. And see, now man for about rebel style. Minim said the methodology now almost used to arrest him. That is why they are complaining. Or the charges against him. That is what they are complaining.
One, methodology no. Police here ni watcho krata ama ye hiao every say eda say and wo koye. Enti oko wo police freso. And a police say ko china sign bra 3. And I'm power about 3 okoye. Enti se kamusumu hiano and I'm to me, yes, I say,
no, we have a problem in this country, senior journalists. We just have lines of discussions, you know.
Okay.
You see, SNBC work room her, and I anti-B, big anti-B issues about dollars, and a copy of court, and I issue the buyer. Because I have worked within the financial intelligence sector for so many years.
Okay.
Anytime I only FIC and I say financial intelligence set up issue. Say your physical account and I say you have come under crime notice. That same crime now, investigating you about. You know, Yoko has a hand in it. BNI work will also have a hand in it. The police property fraud and I say the financial crime unit of the police can also have a hand in it. A special prosecutor can have a hand in it. And to be is a anti-case na buy no. And a last minute the case ni call Yoko. But it doesn't mean that all the investigative agencies cannot investigate you at the same time. A few years ago, several people were being investigated by all these agencies at the same time.
Mr. Kumado, there be any investigation?
No, that is what I'm explaining. So hold it.
Okay.
So what it means is that when the police were looking for our brother Wontumi, the police invited him. Wamba, ena BNI for taking lead. Say police for Babechino, ena the lawyer ni hunsaino, ena opacha say obeba. Ena oba police for her. Police for no buyer no. They charge him on 3 things. Yeah. Because I just explained to you, you have to be in our presence before you are charged. Yeah. They charge him 3. Pollution of water bodies, mining without license, mining in unauthorized positions. But now my for race, he said his lawyer Piakubi, can say FIC has frozen his account. Okay. Before the FIC will freeze your account, they say, "Omako court and Amako order." Now, order no, they will send the order to your bank. Before your bank will freeze your account, which means that they have done about 80% investigation to realize that you have been engaged in some level of financial transactions, whether directly or indirectly, and 2 things have come out, either suspicious or unusual transactions. Then they freeze your account.
Okay.
The lawyers will tell you,
a quick one on the account. A quick one on the account. Account, was it a personal account or a company account or both?
When Apiakobi can say almost business account, now your business is it a company account or his personal account? But whatever it is, accounts around him, whether directly or indirectly, has been frozen. Okay. And whether he was active in that particular transaction or not, that will be determined by the FIC.
Okay.
But Auntie Mami, this is where I want to do the education. Anytime you will hear FIC has come on your case, say you have come under a crime investigation, these are the people who does the investigation for them. 1, Yoko. 2, BNI. 3, police. And the time now, Yoko 14 or police headquarters or no. Now me can't share journalists for say. It could be say it is about something to do with FIC for a prison account. And someone says some of the charges against him, one is about fraud and number two is about money laundering.
Okay.
The institution at Ghana who deals with money laundering issues predominantly is FIC.
Okay.
Then because of the fraud and the financial crime aspect of it, it comes to Yoko. The special prosecutor could take charge. But you on a particular issues about crime or something, we can arrest you anywhere, any day. Now, senior journalists, much as I did say, when you have come under crime notice, we should invite you. No, there's a reason why you will be arrested. Now, baby, I just say democracy way free, and I say, baby, I just offer democracy way the buyer. When the Scotland Yard or the MI5, MI6, Richard Kumado, you have come under crime notice, they don't invite you, and you can't tell them you are going to farm to camp or you are going to do galamsey and camp before you report. It is wrong.
So it is about under crime notice.
The FBI or the Homeland Security announced the first I'm not post Rome or US. When they are looking for you, you do not dictate the terms to them because on him, over call for interview and answer a question, No one who said no. There are other things people are not aware, and I said, why you are not aware before you get there. And so this is the public education of what happened and why he spent a number of days there when it comes to questioning and many of those things. Now, when it comes to the bailing, we know about Oma Money bail. The bail is not just given. It's given based on certain factors and certain calculations.
Okay.
If the bail amount is so high, this year in the SkyTrain case, back be bail and a bail is high. The lawyers went to court and the court reviewed the bail for them.
Okay.
So the onus is on the lawyers of our brother Wontumi to go to court. And I said they will come to some level of agreement with the investigators because it's not the investigators' duty to give you a bail amount and they now have to look for somebody to come and stand in as a surety.
But almost bail ne esododo it looks as though as a person.
No, we do not give a bail amount because when they all over the world and I say in recent times they don't give the same bail amount to everybody. They are different. Who share your uncle? I mean, and say you're different. Canada Japan stood in as surety. Then the other guy didn't get anybody, and they went to court, 50 million, and they went to court. So the bill amount is not giving because they want to give a bill amount. It's talk about the quantum of the of some. I don't want to talk about some of the things.
Bail amount, is it based on the level of the crime? And
you are saying it because I'll bring you a certificate. You are the consultant now. But it goes
I am not the consultant. I am asking the consultant.
It goes beyond that. It talks about the factors involved and the nature of several things we do. We do several permutations before the bail amount is given.
And all these things, nipa no suspects, and then the lawyers, aware, Anna.
When we give you the bail amount, you are a lawyer. Ask my uncle, Martin Pebo. Lawyers know what to do. Now, when the catcher will say, Juma was security intelligence, now you're lawyers, Anna. Those days, we used to go to court. Attorney General don't represent us in court. We go to court and win our cases.
Okay.
Or you guys think we just came from somewhere? I heard about 6 to 8 expertise in this country, right from the days of Rollins to Kufuor to Akufo-Addo Mills and John Mahama. We have done several things for this country. We are not dumpies. We are not people who are illiterate. We are well educated.
As a wafa personal kakra.
No, I'm saying that we should stop that thing to say Juma Wahono, we don't know what we are doing. Do you know the man?
Nobody has said so. Why? Somebody said something somewhere that you are trying to answer it here.
Who established the Yoko? The 3 guys who established the Yoko, they changed it from SFO to Yoko. They were all lawyers.
Mr. Kumado, it looks as though what's in Crawford reaction be or baby now no.
No, I'm saying that the bail, let's go back to the bail. The bail amount is done based on several calculations and several factors. If the bail amount is too much for our brother Wontumi, let the lawyers go to court and do what is right. Let them speak to the investigators
because the lawyers no cry I'm not asking you because
no, the lawyers cannot say they don't know where he is.
Yes, lawyer Afuakwa.
I thought Wontumi was not well and he was sent to hospital.
Which of the hospitals?
No,
Yoko Hospital.
The lawyers Time now, what hospital? Is still the property of the state. Now, watch this. the investigators are aware of the 48 rule. So if they want to keep him beyond 48 hours, they have to go to court.
Now 48 and so yeah.
No, so
okay.
It means that at the point when they give him a bail, it has to be a discussion between his lawyers and the investigators. If the investigators breach it, then they have to be held accountable. And I'm happy you are bringing Uncle Matekwebo on. If the investigators breach the 48 hours without going through the due process and following the due procedure, then Omar Timra, you hold them on.
Okay.
But it should not also be that your money bail and you did not meet the terms of the bail, then you place the responsibility on the investigator. It is not so, because the lawyers have a duty and the investigators have a responsibility, and they must meet at that level.
A quick one from responses. Then you look as though say the minority in here court now honey adeno. They should have known better. Say and you say na say who say yet bill conditions wa oh yeah.
No, this year I think in a case, if I'm not wrong, in a case of the Sky Train, yenya bakubi bill. Now the bill, I think 50 million Ghana cedi. The bill was, they said it was high. They went to court. Ask Uncle Matekwebo. They went to court and it was reviewed, and that's how come he was bailed. So if the bail amount is high, two options: go to court or have a discussion with the investigators, and let's come to some reasonable conclusion. Other than that, we are creating the premises where individuals are interfering in law enforcement operations, which is dangerous. And individuals are deliberately obstructing or distracting law enforcement agencies. Baby, I'm for democracy way by. If you do this in America, you are a dead man walking. You would have been shot dead.
Okay.
Otherwise, mommy, one day there's likely to be a standoff between law enforcement and civilians, and then there could be casualties on both sides.
Yes, sir. We can't do this in America. My now I see no pay na lawyer Martin people honum. Ora mado security analyst. Why edwuma so e wo yoko pen enunti ena na ebusa no say che no but o se sarambu sabrofo ne de yisi ejai kan wonti ase kra ena bill ni so enye hu. But ye be lawyer Martin people ho in a jiffy. Na yakwa kubisa a lawyer for nso de wo sa bail conditions no ho ansa na no mu de America be kwa na mo be bokoko asa na masen akwa eja mo mami enyi mi nuanu mu enkyere yes of mami afia kyere si edu ena sikafo de hye na de afia besie ono ane wo so ni stories ne wo mu enti Kwame Bongo Sunday ni papa ebie no ne auto museum ano auto museum necessary yesanya eyi kan description for sign kan ho
cause bongo ha
an fi se bongo ha yenya ma no no hye world class auto museum private one
I like that
private you want for that matter private person obi auto museum Sunday de mu fi odi adaje ni hokra
kwa me be fa wo
I Matisse almost really by invitation na wo be wo obi
send me them
when your invitation
muna mu hia
invitation
ba me no mu haide mema mu bi
wa bre
ya bimpo da
meji bi abrem
utisa o ha ho ya no aye den se platform no kwa no da so
kwa na oda so
Kwame enti anya sa nka chese
nka wo fa ye ho akọ
meji bi abrem
efia de wa ye nti kura Sunday no kura ye kwa ye ma ni hu
ye ma hu ye de hu besi
me na mesevu mu
Kwame se de talk back edo so de chance
yo mama chance o de ne lawyer nwiasa
lawyer Martin Pebu aba wo ho and them talk back in person obe talk back lawyer good morning.
Yeah, morning, yeah, morning.
Anope ye da se pa. Yes, principal na yesu our class, thanks to Martin Pebu, all cases are bailable. There is nothing like an unbailable offense, even murder. Now, so Chema Wontumi onya bail. In as much as enko court today. Now, if we say bail no 50 million cedis no, sondodo na iyoko ebuapa en wa pege ni sa. As a lawyer, obeka sen afa ho.
Number one, here corrections be. Yes, mean kase iyoko ebuapa en wa pege ni 50 million. Okay? Because they say I know kase who details of the case. Said DNA see almost 50 million Ghana sika, yeah. But a group baby so share businesses a man for year Ghana Hana 50 million Ghana and sika. In that part, you say Yoko Buatano, Yantre fact no, M0ney L0undry a banana you bit you. And the end to American cockatoo beer after facts on the banana to say, hey, you pray to do.
Okay, so lawyer talk of facts and also cry no be say all this one so ye nim ni enti a o ma friend no but enra enwumrem ho no deputy AG Justice Semsai e be chere say the investigation no criminal offences be to say fraud causing financial loss to the state and money laundering enti no investigation na omo ye na omo san age ejapade a onya ye through these criminal acts so into omo ye access recovery and no ye one part and so na or say international organized crime being so and also yoko any international agencies be and also investigation so at least now ye what little of the facts say bibi say won hwehwemu.
Yes oh me cry sana yoko di we bebano on the size be we bebano. One for more than a call you could manage activities I make us say, let's just a mark on the minimum. Because here in such a amount, not 2 goals, a dear galamsey, your evidence, I just say a galamsey, and yet it got down COP for Sinando Kufi. But MPP time, if you say on a damn parade or motor MPP or my market now for court. It may your friend or not be say, yes, money laundering, because Utu galamsey, now Uneska. Now, all the coins it's not money laundering. Okay, because money laundering, I'm laundering, and I say, we are cotton cocaine, Luene Ticana, Okuti factory, and now we give Debbie Galamsey also, a Galamsey Tomra. Okay. So, yeah, Galamsey now the coins so money laundering. Okay. Okay. But so on the question, say 50 million dollars are not. Also, what is our details about money laundering, etc. Also, one book the amount become among can say, oh, money laundering, no, 500 million Ghana, and I 20 million Ghana. Into the young figures, no, it is still. I'll see a arbitrary so copy of the say, I think it's involved. And I'm can say, yes, 50 million is kappa. Okay, but if you do so, and yes, compared to what is happening, you see, the good figures now finally will comment on whether 50 million dollars for now is right. Okay, then number 2, so you can be very that's analysis now, man from time can. Make lawyer could be on Wednesday morning. Okay, Mosisa station Meet FM, Majerina. Or interview lawyer Apiakubi, Andy Apiakubi, former MP for Ashanti, is not for South, but one of those Apiakubi, so the enemy, will come her. Or not can, M0ney lawyers, and now, this Wednesday morning, no, you could know. Okay, say, oh boy, you quite basuka, na Tuesday night, no, much, I'm a man, no. Bill, young children, Bill, the other catcher say, oh, Master, is now, come I had to build no solo, and Nona, and why I did Catra. Aha, and see, an improvement because I can't share M0ney L0undry or you, whom I galamsey, and complicated more money bills that Uncle Court incorporate. Into me, I am in the say, and Ajuna, but I'll say that was around 11 p.m. Now, around 11 p.m., no, 9 years. Lands Commission, or if you're a mother the banner. Over to me, the actually or investment in a bank. I'll bet you are not a deal. Yes, or most cano. Oh, you could. I did back say, I was a church, no. You can't be bail. You entire this end so on. And one said, for dance, I bet you say, who was asked Kennedy. It's in preppy, I'm not dying. But I own person will be dying or investment or banker. And then they will be sure that you will not go and remove their money from the bank. So if the court will write to the bank, say there, those things can be done. Until lawyer could be said, Tuesday night, no.
Per landed property.
Yes, basically landed property. And that's a investment. The main thing I also in the analysis, you say, lawyer could say Tuesday night, no, and then you could say, yeah, money bill, but 50 million, and I say Japan, wow, best I need bill, no, and I need the back, so here the person, Ethiopia, I 5 million Ghana, sure, but now almost dance here, wow, they won't have in country, you know, what I can, and I say, can't cut that bank or investment you, and I say, factory. Until they couldn't do it Tuesday night, until the whole of Wednesday, you know, then Thursday. Until I don't know yet, as I've mentioned, no, okay, my own can before being at the so no to meet your class or better Chelsea Football Club, and then there are 3 goals on air, and then they might be great. So, Kapa, until I can share to those. $50 million shouldn't have been a problem. But I don't know that.
I said, "I can you be more be a case who trivializing as a mono."
There be any on not treasure or scapa na Chelsea. You see, Chelsea. 50 million Ghana, all the best dollars much. You see, dollar no name around in 10.29. 50 million, different Ghana no. And so a friend is say, and so $5 million, 50 million Ghana, and so $5 million.
But lawyer, as I say, on na or pesa bill condition personally on no property and I say obedience obey juma. As I say, on one personal property and I say obedience obey juma. Omo beji on one kasane diatum.
Baby. Obedient me, so I'm also one of the fine, obedient me the eye. But
here we are, need so you say, Ebia, Niamani be on ma, he acquired them through that crime into more property or asset recovery. Into India no crowd better than Ediako. Say state naka say way ye and I told was in Shishimua. It is like his hands are tied.
Oh, I don't know 2 answers. One, I don't think fair. It is not a Japanese nana and I practice therapy.
Okay.
I found I buy a good father, Bama, and Yambo access. There's no or you do the delay access. So at least, there will be a few houses, the Japanese, and no, they can be out. I don't think it would be details in my but I don't think the market in the Japanese nana or mobile, you know. Hey, I know, any years out, and I lawyers on the panel. About 8 years now, Omundia said me, okay, the way I end this in follow almost I kept a much of course, MPP bedding to go now, Mocoello. Sam now got to bed, which means you now we are to our lawyers of the family. It's a lawyer, meaning near my lawyers, or the make taxes and pew, you might be blue, I don't even expect Attorney General Bekasi or Betty won't mean your money now. We are that one.
Lawyer, as it is now, no, onya Wontumi meet bill conditions, you know. But Yoko Bekasi, I had the amount. 48 hours, no, say I am muted.
Yes, okay, I was more cocked. So a one now, and also known so I have complex area, 48 hours, no. Yes, one man be going to me. Any see a banny say no, near money be your hand, paying for one kind trail. And I make her say, appear could be castle or no, or boy you can basupa, may you be like a massivity or so, boy you can basupa, or we are near money in a perfect, come, they did well.
Okay.
See, I can't say banny sana, don't say, where is Nika to 48 no cry, yes, once I might be, no. The meeting, will not insist for court. It's not make it. That figure is $50, no. More dear here, no say doors so. A copy as some crazy. What are they suggesting?
But minority, no, led by their leader, Kase Edorson. Intiate said they don't want to give the bill. No money, Japan. In fact, I know I'll cover the floor of Parliament.
Yes, send America send your Becca, I can't lawyers with you, and the DC are my yourself, on the floor of parliament, say her politics me. Be a man, in terms of central from the time, Uriah in your market. Now, I hear not yet, it's a man which me illegal. I hear not money laundry, you can't hear not. Yes, watching at the idea, you know, at the Atamabano. Also, we can't say, and look at Canary. The facts will come out. Ghana, the Ebana said, a trace Sakura, a Ghana for more fine say Yoku. Sansma, a banner said, 50 million now. O makati and a Yoku cry and I don't say, or Mutiso, or Muti Bill, no AU. See any arbitrary. I'm sure that quarter by Monday later, you'll be able to details.
Okay. Now quarter by Monday, no, not that time, no, or here, or so that's who Yoko ho, and now saying. So,
no, from Yamete, no. Because yes, in that on baby, and that pressure and some come my Yoko. I'm sure say on Beshana a quite be as weekend there on now. No, that one I'm confident. Say on my son that I'm to be the Nico share because I say, I'm cut now from me or yet no more no make quiet. I went to see what was happening there. I believe that looking at it, Yamete on the ground, make off or no. Not my sister also in Japan, they will sort it out. But also, Yanka will switch on Pinky, the Biaka, the Catamuna, Yansa Bay loss, Mona, Yamrano, Dada to a chick. We until say Yamramuno, get a house arrest, and then apart from house arrest, that bill will be me and say, Ubekati, Umpio, Uko, Ufiakra, Oko, so gate, Luma. Now, alarm a blue. You have a bracelet to say what? Okay. That bracelet, to say tracker now, but the check car, Oko high car, now catch you cook Marcia. Or multi office, no more money town. Or who will say, hey, why am I Marcia crying now? What for crying say, Oko Cape Kusa, of course, Cape Kusa, maybe Oko Marcia, but every day, you know, say, no, wait there, and you
oh, yeah, you're quite.
Very good. Don't make me ask for a pick car, you know. Fancy on basically decided, if you are a bracelet, yet need the show to say bracelet, and I get the show ankle. If you won't pay, we say who pays with your alarm big blue.
My dear, Bia.
Okay. And to say, yeah, what would do when you have to start Emrano? Because, yeah, you need much nothing. You need much nothing. I'm not if you want to buy and I'm not going to anticipate them 40 years. Oh, wait, yeah, 40 years. Oh, every 40 years, then you can make you. Aha, you need a da buying the best time. You can pay you for to more buying any of my to see money yet to see money. More Cambo near to San Brano, and money is food to the air kick. And then, okay, you probably bring you iPhone 16 and back car. You are so more than once. You never be you see more than once. By a bag Ghana and running the day, I thought Yamamu cry. So let's reform the bail law.
Enka in his case, no, you bet me another form, a man would say be a house arrest, be sir.
Excellent. Yes, a house arrest. And it's a mountain, which if you don't have a count date, the alarm be blue. What makes me on the number
what if say be so at your man for no so because I say be so say it serves him right. San be muka.
It serves him right, you can yes how. And I'm to be any more tonight. About who are you the two okay. And General Secretary that I say a chain of giddy journalist big crack or that is greasy. Na police for born or mutra na uncle you everything there. Not dream of brain when you're damaged injured near you. We can't do that. And random mapine and random say what I say we serving a writer. And your master Nanka court. Nanka your building one. Na omudi asem na ya to amanfo nyina no near you na fi judge you asem no. You asem no di for na ansa na wo de na akotu fi ase.
Vindictiveness be say no.
Perfect. What's the brofo? Yeah, you enjoy it. You enjoy and I make it you enjoy because you need more china. And I make a journalist. I think we see and fan of or no crack or report ticket. I need to be here cheap. Kufa Dubai, na Mount say, set him right, and of the car question, yes. Journalists also report you cry. In that time, you say, oh,
na lawyer yenhwe ye no hwan mu na behwe ye no amanyofo no efi se omo na omo de ye omo ho ade nso omo anso na omo recycle acha 8 years ebesisa ti said de na o kan obi ba esi o we de we mu de omo forever omo ko position omo mabiem eni na nu eni na nsa na omo asan aba enti enye omo na o kan ma omo na wo kan che nyina said de ora Richie Kuma do say senior journalist ni so eduebo any Rambo style ni ade
aha me ka say ye nyina ye hwe
okay
ye nyina
ba powers no say ni ye ho
ba na me say aha ya hwe ye na omuti koku ani do hu na journalist call hotel or call report so try on kan ho nde na oye na market or call report no ama Ghana for education so me try koku ani do try no
in fact enene na ansakran so journalist for bi mo so ye assault omo e wo yoku office o
the same journalist now we try no onu na ya ta assault no that is your FM journalist
oh bra is omo ta assault ne pa
yes e can dey until we about 3.5 years ago, say, that I mean, why not an injury? My main journalist go there is a monkey that America, they say, you know, America, no, I'm Ghana, a doctor who could do America, say, year the surgery, say, master, that we are another 3 months, and cannot say, woman, I'm not with you.
Oh,
could do, yes, it's a serious matter. But the other, you take your interview, yes, about 3.5 years ago, I called first surgery. Into that or that I called 3 times. 3 times.
And 3 days ago, Massa assaulting no.
Yes, no, that's the same guy. Yes, into I don't know. I send you anywhere for the paho. Aha.
That's sad.
So you can no. It's a new I don't think well. But I was say there was this story. On say na atitibie da biase. Na anoma ewo duase
no ana unya nkasa o story no time ni ho we no would you say due process na ye adwuma cause e be said there be emra na ni adane kai say politics wo mtia say na we chanting so abem
no na me ka say me no facts na me di adwuma obi anim say o ka facts no na I'm sure na me ka say yes enokre muhu but see a fact we say apia could be na ono na yoku oko inside you know obo pie bae o say obo yoku abaso nti me aman wura ho bi no me ko ka say which hand ni eyi a e be je na me am me so me no ka say me ka ho na ya report to ma Wontumi ma CID o
okay
carry me CID and the coffee and the coffee COP any dampare ya report you can Wontumi akunta mining so we are turn on the forest echo to Galamsey and Abujina for the Minister for Lands and Forestry Ebeka say yes I'm o ma money to me say uncle only permit to be turn on the forest so na Martin you see Chief Executive of Mineral Commission on the Ebeka video you see how bukula ebepia by on the internet so Forestry Commission for and so if you buy Ebeka okay so evidence that you won't me over cat won't me the which hands yeah baby rather what happened me say if you said damn fine and the country politics and go now the be my update kwa ultra like a kwa omunsi and the country Australia once fair and my update update me say oh ya three won't me I don't know won't me call ya cameraman central na mo di video too so a yehu ni esi no FPP na bredo and the coffee omo ka try say oh omo ma fra Wontumi wa bet you na mu say me omo me enfu and omo ma ni build that asema and the coffee and then the investigators Trevor ku income to pretend that income asema and the coffee na ka say income my update ni say income say we are threat ma Wontumi ya wa bet you na mu asem and I am man the bill. I say you are arresting your man the bill. Or my man says to pretend that income or police CID department to say I transfer to the ball. Say, I know or you leader of the ground investigation. Say, and the coffee here on 14 or a KID boy on the but the man on the ground. He said the increase. Which near Bami action. They said, okay, I can't be a chew behind yet they be on the catch to undersell. Yet also I'm running to put to be chew be craft for 1 minute. And one said, under the law, over bonus, like I said, Matthew, you are under arrest for this and this and this. Okay, we are. And now within the second minute, Ubet said, now I'm giving bail.
Okay.
And you can find me person. Wontumi as how long and but other now occur bail conditions for man be okay if you never say wow because which hands and only Saturday morning may not be trade so the pomusa say or say Wontumi court or say the Wontumi has a new court but and the coffee need to politics among person here or may say kufa to a buffalo a year or more if you want some of the year politics.
Lawyer Mayenda was here no pay. I running story there. Bibi any aye beba.